Very good morning once again. The rains have started to ease down across the eastern and southern parts of the country, but cold air continues to circulate across most areas. And even this morning, we are starting off on a pretty chilly note for much of the interior. Temperatures just above the freezing mark over most areas. Johannesburg, once again, 3 degrees 6 for Pretoria, the same for Mahikeng and Polokwane, 9 degrees. Similar temperatures around the interior of KwaZulu-Natal, warmer along the coastal areas. Kugompo and Gqeberha starting at 11.9 for Cape Town. Pretty cold for Sutherland at 3 degrees 6 for Calvinia and also for Appington. Now here's how the weather is going to look like for the rest of your day. It's going to be partly cloudy to cloudy in most areas. Sunny, however, along the west coast where fresh to strong winds are going to persist. Then along the east coast, especially the KZN coastal areas, that's where we're going to be seeing the wettest weather, up to a 60% chance of rain persisting. Light snowfalls are also going to continue over the northeastern areas of the Eastern Cape, extending into the Drakensberg Mountains and around the Underberg areas in KwaZulu-Natal. Just a few sprinkles of rain expected for parts of Gauteng, the northwest, Mpumalanga, and also over eastern Limpopo. Fresh to strong winds also forecast along the east and the south coast. And here over the south coast, we have a level 1 warning for damaging winds that will be blowing from the easterly direction, and this could cause problems navigating at sea and also be damaging to coastal infrastructure. It is going to be windy as well for the western areas of the Northern Cape. Now, Gauteng is going to stay mostly cloudy with very isolated light rain showers in places throughout the day. It is going to be chilly. Johannesburg peaking at just 11.10 for Springs, warmer for Pretoria at 14 degrees. Then in Limpopo, we are expecting a largely dry day, just a few sprinkles of rain for the eastern areas. Temperatures mostly in the upper teens and lower 20s for most areas. It will be pleasantly warm for Lephalale, peaking at 24. We stay with fairly wet and cold weather across much of Mpumalanga. Emelo struggling to breach the 10-degree mark, 16 for the high in Mbombela and 13 for Mkondo. And down into KwaZulu-Natal, we are expecting a wet one once again. It is going to stay cold for most areas. You will need to stay warm in most parts of the province. Durban peaks at around 18 degrees. Drier weather is forecast across the Eastern Cape. Just a few sprinkles of rain over the eastern areas. Temperatures mostly in the upper teens right across the province. It is going to be dry for the Western Cape, nicely warm for Vredendal and Clan William. Cape Town peaks at around 22 degrees. We are expecting a dry one as well for the Northern Cape, Appington and Springbok hitting the 20-degree mark, 16 for the high in Kimberley. And in the Free State, we are going to see dry weather in most areas. A few sprinkles of rain for the eastern parts where it's going to stay chilly, especially for Bethlehem with a high of 8 degrees. The northwest will see a slight improvement in temperatures. A few sprinkles of rain also forecast over the eastern sections. Then on Thursday, things get even drier for much of the country, but we will continue to see a bit of rain for KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga, and similar weather is forecast for your Friday. That's all from me for now.